Now that we've finished warming up with the review of the simple future and the future progressive tense by watching this Khan Academy video, let's talk about our objectives for the week. As I mentioned, we reviewed the future tense because today we're going to talk about the future, more specifically, technology. We'll learn some new vocabulary and then we'll work on short video presentations about our phones. I know that you all love to talk about your phones, so I thought that we might make short presentations 3 to 5 minutes long about our phones. By the end of class, we'll all have our first drafts of our presentations. Then tomorrow, we'll record ourselves with our partner for feedback and share that recording via our learning management system. Consider this first video your first take. Can anybody tell me what a first take is? That's right. It's like a first draft, but it's for movies or for videos. On Friday, you'll share your second take, your final take, via our learning management system with the class for everybody to see. And then I will also give you feedback about your final take through the learning management system as well. And tomorrow in class, we will go through the learning management system so that we all know how to use it. Any questions? Great. Let's get started with the new vocabulary. The first word is to sync, which is short for synchronize. And that means to occur or operate at the same time or rate, or to share data so that identical data is in more than one location. Okay? So a real life example of this is the swimmers are perfectly synchronized, like you see here in this picture. Regarding technology, you can say, I love it that my calendar syncs across all my devices. The next word is AI, or that's short for artificial intelligence, which is a noun, and is when a computer is able to perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence. So that could be visual perception, to being able to see, that could be decision making, that could be translation, could put me out of a job. And a sentence using AI is one day, instead of a teacher, a human teacher, a computer might be teaching using AI. The third word is accessible. This is an adjective. It means available or able to enter or be reached. A real world example of this is the bathroom is wheelchair accessible. And referring to technology, you can say, my email is accessible whenever I can get on Wi-Fi. Oops, sorry about that. The next word is slow motion or slow-mo, which is an adjective and means the action of playing a video more slowly than it was originally recorded, so that the action appears to be slower than in real life. An example of that is I love to video my cat in slow-mo. Anybody else? Yeah. Number 5 is app, which is short for application and is software downloaded to a mobile device to perform a specific function. So examples are GPS or email or calendar. An example in a sentence is, I deleted the Uber app from my phone since they're not available, they're not allowed to operate in Spain. But we can also use the word application in the real world as a request to an authority to be considered for something like a job or if somebody wants to apply to be a student at a school. An example of application used in this way is yesterday I submitted my application to volunteer for Crisis Text Line, which is a suicide hotline. Our last vocabulary word is to download, which is a verb, or a download, which is a noun. To download is to copy data or software from one computer system to another. Typically, this is done over the internet or Wi-Fi. A download, the noun, is a copy of that data or software. An example sentence is, I just downloaded the new Freakonomics podcast to my phone. So does anybody else have any other vocabulary they want us to add to this list? Fanboy. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. A fangirl or a fanboy is someone who is a fan of something. So that's usually technology, and it's generally a technology brand name like Google or Apple. So now let's watch this video of a woman talking about her phone using the vocabulary that we just learned. And one of them is fangirl. Did you catch some of the vocabulary that we learned? Let's play it one more time, and I'll slow it down to make sure that we hear all of the vocabulary. So what did you think of the video? Did you notice that she talked about what she loves about her phone and what she thinks it'll do for her in the future? Yeah? Great. That's what we're going to do. Let's brainstorm a little bit. What are some of the things that you love that your phone does? And what are some of the things that you think it'll do for you in the future? And maybe some things that you don't like that your phone does. Let's talk about that too. Okay. I'm hearing silence, so let me get us started. One thing that I love that my phone does is that my calendar is pretty much available to me wherever I am. So each of you, please come up to the board and write down one thing that you love about your phone. Okay, so we have some good ones here. Calendar, we already mentioned. It's a camera too. It has email and messaging and podcasts. I love podcasts too. Great. And what's something that you hope that your phone will do in the future? Please come up to the board and write one of those things too. Got some good ones here too. So that you think your phone will be able to translate any language that you listen to. Yep, I'm definitely going to be out of a job. That it'll tell people when they need to take their medication. That's really important. It won't run out of battery. I hope that's true. And that'll be powered by the sun. I hope that'll be true too. These are great. Okay, so now let's take out our notebooks and let's spend the next 10 minutes free writing about these 3 topics. What I love about my phone, what I hate about my phone, and the things that my phone will be able to do in the future. And note the simple future tense in that last one. Bonus points if you use simple future and future progressive. And also if you use 3 or more of the vocabulary words that we just learned. I will ring the bell in 10 minutes when time is up.